Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central P time on the dollar. We do the show every day, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, stock markets, dollar index, CPI numbers, and everything else. And guys, the spring is in full effect. We're going to the moon. This is the start of the glorious dead cat bounce. I don't know if it's gonna be dead cat bounce, but it's gonna be a bounce, some kind of bounce, you know, which is about time, you know, and everything looks good and nice. We are very happy. I also see that people in the chat are very happy, you know, and as soon as Bitcoin is in green, it's like sunshine and rainbows and unicorns all of the sudden through the dark clouds just come out, and you know, here we are. Hope everybody is doing well who is in the chat. By the way, guys, if you are not, you know, notified of these live streams and videos, next to the subscribe button, I don't care if you subscribed or not, but next to the subscribe button there is a bell. On the bell, when you click the bell, you gotta click the all button stuff, because if you don't do that, you are not getting all the notifications. I mean, YouTube just doesn't like you that much to give you all of the notifications, so you gotta do it yourself. So you gotta click that all button. Guys, who is in the chat? Who is in chat? Sagar Kate, what's up? Mladen Petro, again. How you doing, man? Captain is in chat, not sleeping tonight. Hi, guys. I'm guessing Captain is too excited about green candles. How you doing, guys? Who more is in the chat? Siamir, ginger is sexy. I don't know where that came out from, but you know, I guess it is. I get it is. I got new tire on my Harley yesterday. Ooh, that made a couple of good trades that paid for at least half of that tire. Nice, very nice. So you're not scared of driving a Harley again. That's good. Martin is in the chat. Hi all. Hi Martin, how you doing? Don't forget to pay your taxes, Captain. Dolphin, hello all. How you doing? Ice Price, good morning. Abby, morning. What's up? Anthony, good morning. Could be a crazy day in the markets. It's not gonna be crazy. It's gonna be very expected. To the moon. Yeah, link for me before end of stream. Yes, link for you. I can do link the first thing right now. Love those great Cavallari. I don't know. No, I've been driving since 2 days after wreck. Oh man, that's good. You're not afraid. Let's see, you know, just quick what's happening with links. So, you know, Captain got back to sleep. Let's go and check link up here. What did we say about link last time? Yeah, link is in triangle. Link is on the support, you know, pull back up here. Still got these moving averages right up here. It needs to get above. If it managed to get above the moving averages up here, you know, it's all good and dandy. There's no other moving average on the daily time frame that's gonna probably be a major resistance up here somewhere. So it might do something like this and then break towards the upside, you know, at one point. But it's looking good. It's still holding support on the downside down here, right? Still holding support. Also, an important trend up here to break. I would say that's something like this. But you can see here, as soon as you are above these moving averages down here, 10, 20, 50, 100 moving average, you will also be above the trend line. And once you're above that, it's gonna start looking good. There is also resistance up here at 7.87 that it needs to get above. But you know, it's gonna start looking very, very good for a link if it can manage to get above what's that up here, 753. If it can get above 753, it's gonna be looking very good. You can see here we had this, you know, spring towards downside even on link up here, and right now we, you know, bounced up from that. So, you know, link does look good. There's no problem so far. I mean, it is holding support right now. Bitcoin is very bullish, so you know, there's you know, very good chance this is gonna just continue pumping towards the upside. I almost got liquidated, but the link long is still going only 50% down. You saw post yesterday chart on S&P at the exact bottom, and after that we pumped over 5%. No, I did not see that chart. Where was that? Well, markets are seen them up. It wasn't marked instant. Not here. What is it? I don't know. Where was the chart? I gotta find Mladen's chart, guys. I gotta find Mladen's chart. Wait. Not the S&P chart. Can you just post the chart again? What is the chart? US dollar. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, this is also like there was a 27% move every single time right now as well. We're gonna look at DXY in a second up here. Yeah, this chart up here, the support line, the channel up here, it hit the channel, bottom of the channel and bounced off of the channel. Very nice. I'll take 50% down over 7% down any day. Yeah, so 50 monthly moving average down here as well. Very nice, very nice. So he hit the support down and bounce off support. We are in no shape or form above, you know, outside of this downtrend over here towards upside, but it is looking good though. It is looking, you know, the first baby steps, you know. It's like sunny day. That was on the dollar, yeah. So we're gonna check out a little bit on what's happening at S&P as well down here. I don't know if it's on the dollar because the line, at least the way I'm looking at the line, it goes something like this down here. You know, if you pull it, yeah, you gotta use this one up here, and then, you know, maybe these down here. I don't know if it's one on the dollar, but it's pretty close though. Maybe something like this, you know, these wicks up here, and then this one. Yeah, it might have been like if I joined like this, it was, you know, it managed to, you know, pull back and then, you know, start up here. It was holding the support, so it bounced big time. Didn't Mladene say that yesterday this was the biggest green candle in the history of S&P, 4.25%. This is the biggest green candle in history of S&P, but this is because it opened with a gap towards downside. If you look at S&P 500 up here, the green candle actually started up here. It was only 2.38. This is on futures. But from the bottom towards the upside, like it was a big move, and right now the move is continuing. So, you know, since yesterday from the bottom to right now to the top, it was like 6.10% move towards the upside. So it did very well. It did very well, guys. Let's start talking about Bitcoin and what's happening in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is looking very well, very good. There is this 50 moving average I'm really closely following, and yesterday I said if we manage this time to get above the 50 moving average, that's when party can actually start going on. And the 50 moving average is very important, and I think now if we can manage to get above the 50 moving average over here for the third time, I don't think we're gonna get rejected. Like last times we did get rejected, this time I don't think we're gonna get rejected by the 50 moving average. So if we can manage to get above this 50 moving average on the daily time frame, right now I think, and right now it's not closed yet, we still got 16 hours and 48 minutes on the day. But if you can manage to get above the 50 moving average on the day, I think that's going to be very good, a bullish sign for Bitcoin already. Now we are already breaking certain stuff to towards the upside, and it's already looking exceptionally well. Let me show you up here. So yesterday, when we came down here towards the bottom, we already saw in the 5 minutes time when we had the live stream, right? When we had the live stream, we already saw on the live stream that once this started happening down here, that it wasn't dumping down. So we are already calling that some kind of bullishness is in the price, because we saw the last time we started dumping down, it just kind of, you know, it was red candle after red candle after red candle. But here when the CPI numbers got released, we went a little bit towards the upside and then dumped down, but it did not continue dumping down. So we already saw some kind of bullishness in the markets. We saw buying, we saw that the price wasn't going towards downside, so we already became a little bit bullish over there, right? We already came bullish there. But later after the stream, we are watching the charts, and we said there are 4 lines. I said there are 4 lines that needs to be broken for us to become very bullish short term. And the 4 lines, the 2 lines is the 10 and 20 moving average. So this is on the 4-hourly time frame. This is a short-term time frame, and you can see here that we actually broke that towards the upside. Not only did we break, we wrecked those 2 lines, but there were 2 more lines. The one line down here was something like this down here. This is the trend line of this downtrend over here. You can see here that downtrend was also broken, and the third line was this top up here. So there was also a pivot top up here at the top, and we broke that. So all of the 4 lines got broken towards the upside on the 4-hourly time frame, and we wrecked literally everything going towards upside. It was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful moment. So if you pop some other moving averages up here, you can see that, you know, 8 hours later after that, we broke literally everything on the 4-hourly time frame. And right now on the 4-hourly time frame, we are above all of the moving averages, and it does look very good. So this initial move is very good, and this spring is in full effect. We said that there might come a spring towards downside up here. I was thinking that spring might even be a lower down here, but this spring is pretty good, and the spring is already playing out. So if you look at the daily time frame over here, what you're gonna see here is this 50 moving average. That's very important level. Let me just draw the line where the 50 moving average is right now, over, yeah, give or take over there. And you can see right now we are above the 50 moving average, but we got still something like 16 hours left to go. So for today, the only thing that, you know, it's on my wish list for today is please just keep above the 50 MA on the daily time frame. Because if you can do that, we become bullish, guys. We become bullish. You can start the party. You can open the champagne. You can open the champagne. I'm not saying that this bottom down here is done on the weekly time frame. I'm not saying that this bottom down here is done by any way, shape or form or anything like that. I'm not saying that the bottom is done, you know. We can still go up here and then go down or whatever, right? That can definitely happen. But at least in the short term, we are expecting, if we can close above 50, I think we can expect about, you know, decent bounce towards the upside. So I'm very much bullish right now. I'm not euphoric yet, you know. Euphoria up here for me. Last time I was euphoric, it was up here and up here. So, you know, when I get euphoric, you'll know that, and that's the time to short. So every time I get super euphoric, stuff goes down. Every time I get super bearish, stuff goes up. So I actually wanted to sell here, and I was contemplating on selling over here. So you can see that, you know, my emotional stability when it comes to reading the charts is very affected by what I read when what other people are saying. So if I get in fear, I know that we are at some kind of bottom. If I get euphoric, I know that we are at some kind of top. So if I cannot, you know, read myself very well, you guys that are watching me, you gotta think a little bit. Is he euphoric? Is he too overly bullish? It's not just bullish, but, you know, euphoric. Euphoric is the word. If I become euphoric, you know that we are at the top. If I become bearish, you know that, you know, if I want to sell, you know that that's the bottom. So there is that. But this looks actually very, very good. And when you put some kind of lines up here, you see that, you know, there are several ways that you can actually pop the line. I would say that these two tops up here are very nice. You might also put something like this up here. And if you put it over down there, we are actually breaking it right now on the daily time frame. Now, if you use the tops up here and this top up here, depends on where the top you want to use the top, maybe something like that. So I would say today is a very special day, because today is gonna be the day that's gonna decide whether we actually, you know, break this towards the upside or not. There might also be something like this over here, this line, because this was you can see nicely over here that we held this top up here, also closed up there, and then held this. So there is definitely another trend line up here as well. And that's also at something like 20k or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, 20.2k give or take. But this line over here, one of the more important lines. And also, if we're just gonna use this is already getting broken, but it's getting broken on the day. So we need to wait for the daily close to see actually if this is actually gonna be good. 13 is a sandwich, no meat. Good thing you talk about sandwiches. So Bitcoin looks very good. It's up 2%. Now let's go and check out DXY, guys. Let's go and check on DXY. DXY fell down to some kind of support down here. We said that DXY has 3 support levels. On this move towards upside, there was rising wedge. We said it needs to fall down. There were 3 levels that we are looking at. Let me just move this a little bit up here. There were 3 levels that we are looking at, something like up here. This is the first one. This is the second one, and the third level was down here at the bottom, right? So these are 3 levels that we are looking at for some kind of bounce towards the upside. We came pretty close to these levels up here, so I would say this is already kind of touching this first level up here. So the question is right now, will this actually bounce towards the upside? Will it, you know, get rejected, go down to the second line and bounce over here, or will it go all the way down here and bounce, or will it break everything and go towards the downside? How is this actually going to play out? A little bit difficult to say. So we're going to zoom in a little bit up here, and I'm going to show you some very nice lines on up here and what I'm actually looking at. Now we are still not out of the dump. This is still in an uptrend, going in an uptrend, especially this last move up here. You can see that the trend is yet not been broken. The trend is yet towards upside. This can definitely continue going towards upside. Nothing is yet, you know, it yet has to crash to below the lines, but it's starting to look good. Over here at the top, you can see the trend up here. Right now we're coming back down to this support over here, back down to the support. And if you don't use this wick on the upside, we are on the support as well. So it doesn't matter whether you use the top wick or not up here. We are right now sitting on the support. But if DXY is to fail and lose the support right here and lose this support, it will lose everything. So if it goes back below, right now that's below 111.111, if it goes back below these levels, it will technically break the trend towards upside. It will technically break back below the support line, and we will have a major pump, I don't know, towards 150k on Bitcoin or something like that. At least immediately, one green candle 150k. But it's starting to look very good, because it is kind of losing steam up here at the top. There is no divergence or anything like that. It is kind of losing steam. The bullishness is kind of going out of the window a little bit with this up here towards upside. This is a third divergence in a row. This is first. This is sorry, a second divergence. This first, this second divergence in a row. I tried to break up here. I tried, getting this kind of top up here. So if it starts failing towards downside here, it's gonna start looking very, very good for us, and we might expect some kind of pump both on stock markets and everything else. Now, stock markets, although they are doing well, and we just saw that some of these very nice channels up here, modern channels, you can see that we are still not in any kind of option or anything like that, but we are hitting the bottom with this very nice candle towards upside. So I would expect that this can go either all the way up to the mid channel up here, or all the way up to the top up here. Depends on where this is actually going. There is also a trend up here that needs to be broken, and you can see right now where the trend is. So this is gonna be, the way I see it, this is gonna be the first the resistance for the S&P 500. Right now it looks like that's on the midline up here, whatever that midline is up here, and if we can manage to break this towards the upside, stocks might actually rally even more towards the upside. But it does look very good, guys. There is nothing wrong on the charts. We have been on bottom, we have been saying this is the bottom for a long time, but the problem is that you never know that where it's gonna go towards the downside. Right now, after this candle, I just don't see any kind of other thing that can actually push the price towards the downside. We have been at some kind of bottom. There has been a lot of FUD and a lot of bad news, and the cherry on the top of the cake was the CPI numbers, which came in bad but did not drop the price. I mean, you cannot not be bullish right now. It's really, really hard not to be bullish right now, because the thing that they could use to push the price down to 18k, they didn't push the 18k to 16k, 14k, 10k, whatever. They failed to do that. Bears lost the fight, bulls held the support. We pumping above every single support there is. They are closing their short positions. Price is pumping. There's no other way to say it. It looks good, guys. It looks good. It looks very good. So the question is how far high we can actually go. Where are we gonna have the pullbacks and stuff like that? Also up here, the first thing that could give us some problems is the divergence, but this doesn't look like it's gonna be any kind of divergence. So if this starts pumping towards the upside, there will be no divergence on chart. So this over here right now looks very, very good, and it just perfect. It's just perfect. Besides that, oil up here also continuing going towards the upside. Gold hits this support level, holding support level. It's still not pumping, but it's holding support level, and oil is also below the support level up here. Not all, silver up here. But Bitcoin looks fine, guys. Bitcoin's very fine. So, very bullish. DXY still in option, but it's losing a little bit steam. It's actually up today. It's actually regaining up a little bit. You can see here right now that it is going up a little bit. There is a trend up here. I'm wondering whether it can get above the trend. There we go. Maybe it's already hitting some kind of resistance. I did not even see the line, but it's a nice line, because with these two moves up here create two pivot points, and right now we're hitting that on the dollar up here. And if it can get above here, it's definitely gonna try to get above these levels up here towards upside and continue higher. But if it gets rejected, because right now it's an uptrend, so if it gets rejected by the uptrend and goes down and goes back below 112, we might see lower levels. So right now the support down here on the DXY is down at 112.2. Right now we're hitting some kind of resistance. Let's pop some more moving averages on the chart up here. This is 1 hourly time frame. Let's go to the 4 hourly time frame. You see this 10 and 20 moving average on the 4 hourly, and on the daily time frame up here, we are above all the moving averages. So we are bouncing actually on the DXY on the daily time frame up here, but we can definitely get rejected up here and then go towards downside, break towards downside, whatnot, right? So DXY doesn't look that bad yet. On the small time frames, it is losing a little bit steam, but it doesn't look that bad yet. So the only thing that can stop us right now, the way I see it, is DXY and dollar and stuff like that, right? But you know, it looks good. Still need to wait for the end of the day, because I really want to get above this 50 moving average on the daily time frame. So this 50 moving average, the way I see it, is a very important level to break, and that's the only thing I care about. That's the only thing I care about right now. I want to break close above the 50 moving average. We still got 16 hours left, so you know, if it goes a little bit up, a little bit down, it really doesn't matter. It's where it closes that matters, and that's what we're looking for. I had so much sec this last summer. I don't know why you talking about that, but okay. I struck oil while drilling last summer. Nice. I don't consider myself poor. There's just only so much that you can invest. I only have 2K except, but it's all I have for the moment. Guys, if you have money left over after food and bills are paid, and you can, you know, put that money into crypto, you're not poor. I don't care if that's 10 bucks or 10,000 bucks. You're not poor. There are poor people. If your hobby is investing in cryptocurrencies and trading, you are not poor. Tired likes. Welcome to TF Fans Club, man. About time. Thank you for the support. Very nice. Come join the chat. Chat with Mladen and you know, other guys from Balkan as well. In the chat. A rich man is a man with a few wants, not a man with a lot of stuff. Finally, yeah, finally. It's a good thing you joined, man. It's a good thing you joined. I appreciate that. We got a new TF Fans Club member. So there is that. So everything looks good and fine. And you know, when it comes to altcoins and stuff like that, they are also pumping. A lot of altcoins are still below very, you know, Bitcoin is always first to pump. You see a lot of altcoins are still not breaking, for example, these daily levels, but they are holding support lines. Like here on Dogecoin, there was a very nice support line on the downside. You can see here these wicks on the downside try to break, but you know, failed every time. So this is right now sitting on support. So I would say everything's sitting on support right now. Everything's sitting on support. The question is whether this is gonna, you know, just pump big time or not, and what's gonna happen. Case-wise, you know, Qcoin yesterday had a nice move towards the upside, because it is one of the first that's actually breaking this trend line up here. Sand still on some kind of bottom, but altcoins will explode, guys. Bitcoin is first one to go, but altcoins will eventually explode towards upside. And if Bitcoin continues to rally towards upside, there is no way this is not gonna, you know, break this trend over here. And once it breaks the trend up here, it's just gonna, you know, explode towards the upside, right? I mean, you know, it's gonna happen. It cannot not happen. You know, it's gonna happen. So everything depends right now, you know, how Bitcoin is gonna react. Everything happens on how Bitcoin is gonna react. Again, guys, I know you subscribe to TF Fans Club, tire likes and everything, but you gotta hit the bell button. You know, if you guys don't hit the bell button and put the notifications on, you're not getting notifications. YouTube is weird like that. You know, YouTube doesn't send notifications to all of the subscribers. It just like picks up, you know, 100 people, sends the notifications, and then I see how they react, and then they maybe send a couple of more, and that's it. So you want all of the notifications, you gotta hit the bell button. That's the only way you can get all of the notifications for the streams. Support, yeah, like he works hard and wants to help. Support, nice, guys. We've been streaming for 30 minutes. I don't think there will be any trade. I guess some stuff to do, but there will be videos coming out on YouTube. So there's that. Bell button has been on all for several weeks now. Nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. All of the notifications, guys. All of them. Can you look at Matic? Stanko, for you, Bobnar, of course. Matic. Let's check out Matic. Like everything looks good. Some things look better than other things, but everything. Oh, it's up 5%. So let's just remove all the moving averages up here, and we are on the daily time frame right now. So we had this big dump yesterday up here, and right now I'm trying to get above the moving average. But you can see how close the 200 moving average over here is, and there are two lines up here. Actually, you can see it immediately, two lines. And once these two lines are broken, this is gonna actually look exceptionally good for Formatic. So you can see this trend line up here. It is on the dollar. The trend line is on the dollar. The trend line is so beautiful, it's insane. And once this trend line is broken, look here, man, it is on the dollar. Like the trend line is on the dollar, hitting it. And once this trend line is broken, this downtrend over here is gonna start going towards the upside. It can even explode up. First of all, it's gonna break this definitely towards the upside up here. Then the question is whether it's gonna break this level up here as well. Maybe it's not gonna break this level. Maybe it's just gonna make some kind of pivot point, make some kind of other line, and then later it break towards upside. But it just might, you know, it's already started. I mean, it already did, you know, move from yesterday to today. It's up like 14%. And it is starting to look good. So if you look at the 4-hourly time frame and pop the moving averages down here, you'll see right now that we are coming to some kind of resistance. We went down, had this spring towards the upside. I might assume there will be some kind of consolidation phase up here. Maybe not that long, but you can see that the 20 and the 10 moving average needs to come a little bit up here. So maybe there will be some kind of consolidation phase up here at the top, maybe some kind of pullbacks or something, because there was no pullbacks on the 4-hourly. I mean, I don't know if you can call this a pullback or something like that, but you know, it was just pumping towards the upside. And I will expect there will be some kind of pullbacks up here or something like that before it actually breaks towards upside. Of course, if it's very bullish, it just, you know, goes like straight through the roof and, you know, continues pumping. But there is that. But it looks very good. It looks very good. Like right now it's hitting some kind of resistance up here at the top. It's very close to the resistance. And on the daily time frame right now hitting this 50. On the daily, the 50 is very important, you know. So 50 hitting this 50 moving average right now. So it is some kind of resistance, but once it starts breaking that towards the upside, the 200 moving average is also going to be very close to the resistance up here. So, you know, two levels to watch for. It's the trend line up here today. That's, you know, 822 or something like that. And then after that, it's the 85 or something like that. If you get above that, you're all good. But right now, it's coming to some kind of resistance. So we're going to see that. Hvala, nema na čem. My stop loss just triggering profit. You had a stop loss in profit, nice. So I'm going to sign up, and I think I missed your analysis on Bitcoin. Yeah, after the stream, just go back and you check it out. Waiting for a pullback. Anyways, guys, that's it gonna be for today. We are looking a little bit link and stuff like that. It looks fine. It looks fine. The big questions are, you know, what's gonna happen with the DXY. Is just gonna get rejected and go back below the supports down here again. You know, it's gonna go a little bit higher and go back below, or it's gonna, you know, break everything and continue pumping towards the upside. But I don't see how this can actually go up, because everything looks so bullish that this, I think this needs to, you know, turn around and go back down again. And if we look at the trend line, that the first major level, I would say this is the one, you know, and go to the 1-hourly time frame up here. It is very close to, you know, getting rejected, going down here to support, and then breaking this on the downside. It's very, very close to support. Very close to the major support breaking. I'm going back tonight. Night, Captain. Thanks for stopping by. So definitely keep on following DXY, what's gonna do. Bitcoin right now, it did pump a lot, so, you know, you can see up here, you know, it's already losing a little bit steam and falling a little bit back on some kind of moving averages. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. Daily is gonna be, so this is 2-day, yeah, but 2-day also 20 moving average up here is gonna be exciting, but you know, it's a long time left. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. But right now it does look like it's good. So I'm looking for this 50 moving average on the daily to close above that. And after that, we're gonna start a party stream, guys. We're gonna start a party stream, and there will be, you know, Dodge Daddy playing in the background, and everything will be nice and you know, nice and dandy. So I hope you are gonna have a nice day. I hope your trades do well. And there's that. Beside that, guys, have a nice day. Where's the thing? Get some coffee. Enjoy the day. Do some night trades. Be careful about shorting. I'll see you around. Bye bye. Join Qcoin. I forgot to say, join Qcoin.